Have you ever wondered if you are the girlfriend type or the easy lay? Well, here's a peek into how you project yourself and how guys see you. Sadly, I would like to say that women belong in two categories when it comes to men viewing who these women are. Either they are an easy lay or they're hard to get. Now, from the moment she steps into the room, whether it's a club, party, or an office, it's like men have this inexplicable radar that detects if a woman is an easy lay or not. And unknown to women who think men are dense or insensitive and inattentive, when it comes to finding that one easy lay amidst a group of women, men seem to have a finely tuned talent for seeing beyond the veiled looks and rehearsed smiles. So in this video, I'm going to give you things that make you seem like an easy lay for guys as a woman. Without waste of time, let's just get right into it, dig into it. Number one, having sex on the first date. Having sex on the first date makes you an easy lay, and that is number one for a reason. Listen, something as minute as kissing on the first date is a fair giveaway that you're willing and eager to get into the sack. Now, while I know that kissing on the first date is relatively harmless, but you taking a guy to bed a few hours after meeting him can lead to many different things. But it could also lead to the circumstance where he sneaks out immediately after the deed. See, I need you to realize that there is no denying the fact that some women have had to kick it off with a man after sex on a first date where they eventually got married. Those are the lucky ones and not so popular a case. But sex on a first date just sends a message to the guy, an immature guy, that he may not be the only guy with whom you have laid with so easily without getting to know who they really are. And this is what brings about trust issues, even if they try to consider taking it further with you. Number two, when you do giveaways, and speaking of dead giveaways, I mean, you putting on overly revealing clothes, even in cold weather, can give off the idea to men that you want to be noticed. And notice you shall be. So listen, a woman looking to be taken home that night will take the shortcut and a miniskirt to give a man a quick sneak peek already. And it's even obvious when she bends to pick up something from the floor, only to have half her butt revealed to him behind her. Some men are smart when it comes to reading the room. They can smell the aura of sex around a woman who wants them so badly. Number three, while, there's absolutely nothing wrong with wearing a thong, I think easy ladies would have no problem showing them off to entice men. Wearing your hot pink thong that peeks out of, your low-waist skinny jean is inviting to men to look at. And they would even approach you because men are visual. They're visual beings. So you have to have that at the back of your mind. That's the easiest way for you to get him to approach you quickly and talk to you and take you home. So that's a sign for men to know that you're an easy lay. Number four, you become an easy lay when you spill the beans too much, especially about your sexcapades. Nobody needs to know that. When you tell a lot of people about your past sexual encounters, like how you've had a one-night stand and how good you are in bed, you're boastful about it. This information always has a way of getting around, especially if you're living in a small town. And before you know it, the guy who likes you will hear about it and use it to get you in bed with him without you even knowing. It's always a small village wherever you live. And so you must be careful the things you say about yourself, because you may meet someone who knows someone that knows you, and then a deal may be struck to get you laid. Or a bet might be struck to get you laid quickly. Now the game changes in your favor if you can keep those legs closed. Number five, when you give him your number so quickly too soon. Now, this may not be the case entirely, I would like to tell you, because there are some guys that I will just give you my number quickly because I do not want to carry on the conversation. And I am the one who holds the key to opening conversations with you. So if you call me, I might not even pick because initially I knew what I was doing when I gave you my number. So this might not really be it. But to the guy, when you give him your numbers too quickly, he might think that you're an easy lay. So it's just up to you to decide whether you want to open that door of communication with that guy or just let him keep dialing and not having you respond. So as you are open about your sex life, you're also likely to be open about your number. A lot of other women would go to all lengths to cover up their sexual conquest, but women with no inhibition about the number of guys that they've bedded would easily tell you their body count and even add a few more to the list. Why? Because they want to get laid quickly, easily, that's it. Number 6, you dancing suggestively can send a message. Men can identify easy women by the way they dance in a club. So while you can just be a great dancer or you're just confident enough in your own skin to get on the dance floor, there will be women who will move in a way that makes a man think about the way they can move together in bed with that woman. So put that in mind. Number 7, you're easily gone in 30 seconds. Of course, there will be women who drink and get easily drunk, but there will be those who drink to get drunk. So if you can down 3 shots in less than 30 seconds, guys have a pretty good idea what you're all about. It's like they have a radar for this kind of girls. Getting drunk in a bar can give off an impression that you have no self-control. And that's the kind of girl many guys are looking for to take advantage of. Number 8, you're overtly flirtatious. When you flirt with everyone who wears pants, it sends a clear message that you are not picky when it comes to the men in your life. And this can give men a boost in confidence because it means that they don't need to try too hard to win you over because you will allow anything to get in between your legs. Number 9, you're a low intellect. Seeing you be clumsy, you stutter, and you're just a dunce can make it hardly difficult for guys to impress you because you don't have anything upstairs. So you showing a sign of low intellect can often lead guys to think that you can be easily sweet-talked into getting in a sack with them. After all, you may just confuse his bedroom for the bathroom. Yeah. Number 10, you're too accommodating. Sometimes you just have to put your foot down when it comes to what you like and what you're not comfortable with. When you always say yes more than no, men can easily manipulate you. And not being able to assert yourself shows your insecurities, which men can feed off and make you an easy prey for their lustful plans. Number 11, desperation. Men can sense if you have an air of desperation, like they can smell your perfume. So you acting desperate by being too eager to please men gives them an automatic advantage. All they have to do is to tell you what you want to hear and you're in a sack. Even before you finish saying, I have daddy issues, they know. Number 12, you're a pushover. If someone bumps you in the club and you're the one apologizing, this would attract you to some men, those that like less effort by getting a pushover to take home. Sometimes you have to be a bitch to survive. But if you're as meek as a mouse, you can easily be won over or even coerced into doing something that you might regret later. Number 13, when you're being too comfortable with a guy you just met and you keep touching him, this could mean that you're inviting him to reciprocate. This shows how much you are comfortable or willing to be in contact with him and that there could be more in store. So if you're that kind of person who is always touchy-feely, then it sends a message. You have to control how you touch yourself. You have to control how you touch people out there so you don't send a wrong signal.